The chapter opens with the sound of cameras as Sung Jinwoo, holding a flower and wearing a formal black suit, attends the funeral for those who died during the Jeju Island Raid. The raid, which has become a national topic, gave the public a rare chance to see Jinwoo in action since becoming an S-rank hunter. Many online comments focus on his strength, with some expressing awe, such as, "I thought it was impossible to summon that many beasts," or "Watching him fight the ants cured my cancer." One person shares, "I lost my parents in the Jeju Raid, but Jinwoo will never see this post." As debates about his abilities continue, some suggest he should be considered a national-level hunter, while others argue he's not quite there yet. Still, most agree he was amazing during the raid. There are also questions about how someone who started as an E rank could become so powerful, with speculation about whether Jinwoo had a second awakening. Some people note that his identity protection kept his full story hidden. While the entire country remains focused on the success of the raid, Sung Jinwoo continues to be the center of attention. Though he receives much praise, some criticism follows as well. One comment questions, what if Sung Jinwoo had joined the raid from the start? Maybe Byung-gu wouldn't have died. Others wonder why he decided to join halfway through, speculating that if he had been there from the beginning, the death toll could have been lower. While many people support Jinwoo, few try to refute the criticism, acknowledging the truth behind the casualties. This moment of reflection is highlighted as Jinwoo offers a flower at the memorial for Hunter Byung-gu. The scene shifts to Jinwoo standing before Byung-gu's photo, while friends and family of the fallen gather around. Among them is Baek Yoonho, Byung-gu's close friend. When their eyes meet, Yoonho approaches Jinwoo and says, "I always believed that a single hero couldn't end a war by himself. But after the events that transpired, I've started to think I might have been wrong." He then adds before they part ways, "Chin up, Mr. Sung. You were able to end this tragedy. Thank you." As tears can be seen on Yoonho's face. As Jinwoo walks away, he notices Hae-in looking at him. Their eyes meet briefly, and she quickly looks away, blushing. Jinwoo is left puzzled by her actions. Returning his gaze to the graves of the fallen, Jinwoo reflects on the statistics of the raid. A total of 4,801 hunters participated in the 5th Jeju Island Raid, along with 727 awakened civilians who were called to arms. Sadly, 64 awakened beings and 32 civilians perished in battle. Despite the dismal death toll, this raid had the least number of casualties compared to the previous 4 attempts. The scene shifts to Jinwoo and Chairman Go, who are sitting together having a discussion. Chairman Go confirms if Jinwoo plans to form his own guild. He mentions that certified S-rank hunters no longer need to obtain a guild master's license. All they need is to make a phone call to the association. Jinwoo agrees to this. In his mind, he realizes that he needs to look into what kind of benefits he might receive as an S-rank hunter while he's at it. Chairman Go suddenly asks, "Did you cast some barrier on the Jeju Island?" Jinwoo, surprised, asks, "Pardon?" Chairman Go explains that soldiers and hunters sent to clean up the ant corpses and collect essence stones lost consciousness. These were all A-rank or B-rank hunters, and even members of the Knights Guild were affected. He wonders if Jinwoo might have unknowingly cast a barrier. Jinwoo denies having done so, and Chairman Go responds, "I see. I didn't think so." Curious, Jinwoo asks what the soldiers and hunters had to say. Chairman Go answers that they have no recollection of the events that occurred before they lost consciousness. Therefore, there's no way to know if they were placed under a magic spell, as Chairman Go rubs his head. Jinwoo says nothing but wonders if perhaps the ants left behind a trap. Just then, a member of the association approaches Chairman Go. Chairman Go then stands up and informs Jinwoo that he needs to leave because he has a guest who arrived earlier than expected. He thanks Jinwoo for his time, and Jinwoo replies, "Don't mention it." Jinwoo, thinking he should also head out, walks to his car. Just as he's about to open the door, a man approaches him and asks, "Excuse me, are you Sung Jinwoo?" He introduces himself as Adam White, a senior official from the Federal Bureau of Hunters. Adam hands Jinwoo his business card and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Sung. Feel free to call me Adam." Adam apologizes for the sudden appearance, explaining that he's been difficult to track down. He adds that he even stopped by their office. Jinwoo, now thinking Adam might be the person Jinho mentioned who was looking for him, asks, "What business do you have with me?" Adam responds that he wants to share some information with Jinwoo. Jinwoo, intrigued, asks, "What kind of information?" Adam replies, "Perhaps no country or institution in the world could provide the information I'm about to share, except us." Jinwoo asks why they're willing to share this information with him, and Adam explains, "Because we benefit from sharing knowledge with special individuals like you." He further explains that they had planned to visit him for another reason, but after seeing the events of the Jeju Island Raid, their deputy director wanted to meet him in person. Adam smiles and adds, "I'd say this is unprecedented, and our deputy director will explain the rest of the details. There's a car nearby if you'd like to meet with him." Jinwoo, now curious about the information Adam wants to share, gets into his car and thinks, "Information, huh?" He continues to ponder, still unsure if the details they wish to provide are reliable. He tells Adam that he will give it some thought and contact him later. Adam, smiling, comments, "How silly of me. I forgot that a good hand should never be hidden when striking a deal." He then adds, "An upgrader." Jinwoo is taken aback, and Adam explains, "An upgrader is an awakened being who can enhance the abilities of another awakened being. Have you heard of them?" As he asks Jinwoo, the scene shifts to a car as Adam and Jinwoo arrive at a building. Adam then introduces Jinwoo to Michael Connor, the deputy director of the Federal Bureau of Hunters. Michael shakes Jinwoo's hand and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you." After the introductions are made, Adam announces that he will serve as their interpreter. Michael, being direct, slides a stack of immigration documents across the table and says, "It usually takes anywhere from 1 to 2 years for processing, but we're willing to make an exception for you." He adds, "Just say the word, and you'll be granted American citizenship in a second." Jinwoo, however, responds seriously, "I came here because Mr. White said you have some information to share with me. An awakened being who can enhance the abilities of another awakened being, an upgrader. Is it possible for a hunter's abilities to be upgraded?" Jinwoo asks. Michael smiles and replies, "Actually, the person who possesses such power is here right now." He looks to the back and instructs his staff, "Please tell Ms. Selner to come in." The chapter ends as a woman, known as an upgrader, approaches Jinwoo.